Hey guys, welcome back. If you were like me and you survived April Fool's Day without actually having somebody try playing a juvenile prank on you, then congratulations, you're probably in the minority. But what I did find funny was something that's not an April Fool's prank was this whole Dylan Mulvaney Bud Light thing. Now, again, I'm not shocked that this person keeps having these big corporate brands throwing money at them. I mean, it's easy virtue signaling. You give this person with a lot of notoriety, a lot of clout, a lot of fame, just give them, their own little ad campaign, their own little sponsored, whatever you want to call it. And then they kind of make a buzz, make a spectacle online, and it just, it creates a lot of controversy. And the expression goes that there's no such thing as negative attention, that even negative attention is positive because you're getting attention either way. I'm not so sure about that, but to be honest, I'm not sure what effect this is going to have. I mean, this is one advert. People who are Bud Light drinkers are still going to drink Bud Light. Personally, I don't like Budweiser, and I'm not a light beer person, but whatever. To each their own. Something else that was not an April Fool's prank, as it turns out, was this whole AOC burner account thing. Now, again, this has not been verified. There's no proof, but if true, this is freaking hilarious and very potentially bad for AOC. If you haven't heard about this, AOC is being accused of having a burner account after a mysterious Zaza demon handle responds in first person. And I guess this Zaza name is like a nickname for people named Alexandria. Personally, I don't know. I would have to go dig into that. New York's Congresswoman AOC may have accidentally disclosed that she has a secondary account on Twitter called Zaza Demon with the handle Zaza Smoka. Though this has not yet been verified, the revelations began when AOC posted to Twitter to essentially congratulate herself for publicly calling Libs of TikTok account holder Chaya Raichik transphobic. The two met recently when Raichik tried to hand AOC an ethics complaint for having lied about her on the floor of Congress, and then attempted to take a photo with her, which is freaking hilarious, kind of give her the Alex Stein treatment. It was a moment before Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez realized who Raichik was and refused to take a photo with her, calling her super transphobic. When the footage of the botched meetup was shared online by a trans activist who herself had testified before Congress, who remarked, AOC told Chaya Raichik, aka Libs of TikTok, that she's transphobic straight to her face when she ran into her. You bet I did, AOC said, quote tweeting the clip with pride. New York City doesn't play with bigots and transphobes, and neither do I. Have a great day. The funny thing is, the one that she quote tweeted was, I believe, Alejandra Caraballo, I think her name is. I can't remember. It's a transgender person who actually advocated for the harassment and potential harm to Supreme Court justices not too long ago. It's just saying that's out there. In response, commentator Nico House said to AOC, but you vote to send money to Nazis and to fund the Israeli apartheid. But hey, at least you stood up to a TikTok star. House was likely referring to AOC's voting in favor of U.S. aid for Ukraine. An account called Zaza Demon, Zaza Smoka, commented back, LOL, and what makes you think that I did anything to support Nazis? You're delusional, seek help. Zaza Demon replied in the first person as though she were AOC, which revealed that Zaza Smoka could very well be AOC's burner account. Which is the term for a second anonymous account. Yeah, we all know that. Burner accounts. Pretty common sense, no-brainer. Zaza Demon's tweet was then deleted. House posted about the potential discovery that AOC had been accidentally logged into her burner account when she replied as herself. House was then blocked by that account, and the account was later deleted. Now, that's the part that I find really suspicious, because if you're some random person impersonating someone on Twitter, or you respond personally, you ignore it. No one's going to delete their whole account over that. Yo, House wrote, AOC has burner accounts. I responded to one of her posts reminding her that she sends money to Nazis, and some random account responded to me speaking in first person as if I attacked them. Then that same person deleted the tweets, which again is pretty weird. It's circumstantial, but it is very interesting. And the part that I find more fascinating is after this whole thing with Chaya Raichik, okay, that's not that big of a deal. Okay, maybe it's a burner account, fine. People have burner accounts. I don't have a burner account. I have 2 Twitter accounts for 2 different YouTube channels, but again, not really a burner. But what is more interesting is the fact that this tweet here from 4 days ago from Matt Walsh got responded to by this Zaza Demon account. And so here was the tweet from Matt Walsh. He said, I came to the conclusion years ago that the trans movement is the greatest evil our country faces. I only become more and more sure of this fact with each passing day, and more determined to oppose it until my last breath. And this is probably him referring to the whole Nashville school situation that happened with the person that was transgender. And actually, I had a video covering that entire thing. You can go watch it on my other channel. I'll link it in the comments down below. But Zaza Demon responded with, you are a hateful little freak, and I can't wait until you piss off a trans person that actually is as unhinged as you claim to say they all are. Very curious indeed. And the last part of the line that isn't shown here in the picture says, can't be a bigot if you're no longer breathing. Now, again, this could completely be some anonymous troll account, whatever. I haven't cross-checked it with what year AOC was born. I highly doubt that this person and AOC were born the same year. You wouldn't put that kind of information on a burner account. But it is pretty interesting that this person would go through the mental gymnastics of responding as AOC, then deleting the account, deleting the tweet, and then deleting the account altogether after blocking the original person that picked up on this entire thing. And of course, websites like the Daily Dot are spinning it as... what you'd expect. Random Twitter account that wished death on prominent transphobe accused of being AOC's burner. The evidence is thin. Now, I do love that they don't say that there's no evidence. It is funny, if you go through this article, they do the left-wing spin of it, but the reality is they can't disprove it. So what's going to require is I don't know if there's a way that they can actually look through, somebody at Twitter can actually go into and see who created the account, if there was a real name used, email address, whatever, to verify if this was in fact a burner, because if it was AOC, and I'm not saying it was, but if it was, she could be in some deep shit for what she just did. Because literally she is over here as a congresswoman wishing bodily harm potentially to a conservative commentator that she doesn't like. Again, it might be a bit of a stretch, who knows, but it is interesting that if this is true, if it is actually her burner account, I don't think she'll serve any time or face any consequences, anything like that. I'm not suggesting that she'll be brought up on charges or any of that crap. She's untouchable. Her social media personality keeps her shielded from any real criticism. But either way, I do find it interesting. And again, thank you guys so much for all the new subscribers that are here. You guys have been freaking awesome. My wife and I haven't had much of a chance to work on this channel, and so I've just been trying to keep it alive in the meantime. But you guys have been rocking it. Super appreciative, and yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one.